Hello, Brett. Can you hear me? Hello, Mary. Jamie, hello. Devil Dog's Keeper. Jean, hello. Mary. I thought I could do this, but you know, I want to tell everyone happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. I've just been a big mush bucket for the last 2 or 3 days. I wanted to do this live, but I don't think I can do it. It's about my son, Devin. As most of you guys know, he was my life. Now, I got a hole in my heart. He passed away in his sleep. And I needed to let you guys know this. Something that not only for you, for me later on in life, that I've actually done this, in remembrance of him. Sunday, I hope everyone can hear me, but Sunday, Devin was having headaches, which is typical for Devin. I posted a video of him in remembrance, one of his videos that he used to make. Make them videos, because I tell you what, I'd be lost if I couldn't see him. It just don't get better. Where I'm sitting is where Devin used to sit when he would do his lives. Of course, the last video was with Toby. Toby was running around. Toby passed away. Just like Devin was saying, he had cancer and he passed away. Well, we had to make a decision because it got to a point that the tumor was so big that it would not, he couldn't use the restroom anymore. And that's not a good life. Well, okay, I'm a little straight. Maybe I can talk now. So anyway, the night before, he was complaining that he had a headache, just like he's done many times, and we told him to go to bed. But my gosh, man, it's like he knew. It's like he knew. I don't know if the angels were preparing him or what, but he was saying he was going to die. He says he was in fear that he would go to bed and he wouldn't wake up. And he said this before. And he woke up the next morning, so we told him that. So I got video cameras inside my house in a lot of areas, and Devin had seizures before, and they never could get documented. So, well, I was like, maybe he was on the line of possibly going to have a seizure or whatever, and if it would happen, I needed proof. So I put our kitchen camera inside his bedroom and told him, I said, the only reason I'm putting this in here is to document, just in case you might have a seizure. And that didn't happen, but the video caught him getting up at about 9:30 or 9:40. I was already sleeping because I had to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I had a 2-hour drive ahead of me. I had to leave at 2 to be there for 4. So it shows him getting up, and then Kelly told me that they were up too. They were in the kitchen. So right out of his bedroom, he walks to the bathroom, but right there is the kitchen. And Zoe was in the restroom, and he come out to use the bathroom, and they had told him, hold on a second, Zoe's in the bathroom. So I don't know if he was trying to go outside, because he walked toward the kitchen to the gate, maybe to go pee outside, like he does. And then Zoe got out, and then he turned around, went back to the bathroom, and used the restroom, and went and laid back down in his bed. And he normally wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, every morning. He had his routine. He didn't have a job, a solid job. He worked with Mr. Larry across the street. He didn't make money, but he didn't have a solid job. He tried it at one time, and he's just a little different because of his lesions that he had in his head, because he had infantile myofibromatosis, which was a disease that acted like cancer. He had to be treated with chemotherapy and everything that you can think about. And he was 3 years old, and I gave it to God back then. We almost lost him then. And I prayed and I prayed. How? Then God gave us a reprieve and let him live till he was 26. I would have never in my mind ever would have thought that my son would not be here with me today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not this big old prepper. People think, you prep for everything you can, but you can't prep for death. There's nothing that can prepare you for that. All I can tell you is love your family. Don't ever say anything bad to them. Love them. Give them everything you can, because it can happen in a second. And that's what I'm going through. I'm his dad. It's not supposed to be this way. Dads aren't supposed to bury their kids. They're not. And that's exactly what I got to do Friday. Well, we're not burying them. We decided something different. But we had to make our funeral arrangements. I got to stop. We had to make our funeral arrangements. And then Friday is visitation at the funeral home. And I posted it on my community page, I think, the funeral home where he's going to be. It's going to be a visitation from 9 to like 12:30, so people can come and view in Sulphur, Louisiana. I know most of you guys won't be able to go, but I thank all of you that came in. And we've decided to do cremation. My wife and I just couldn't see him. I know we're living, I know he's with God. There's no two ways about it. But we decided to cremate, and we're going to have him with us, his ashes. Some people don't believe in that, but we do. I don't think we believed in it until this happened and we had to make a decision. But it is what it's going to be. And the price for things, I can't even imagine. The cost of burial is insane. So we had to go cheaper route. But this is what we wanted to do anyway. Kelly's trying to hold up. She has her times. The kids too. Maybe I'm kind of glad of doing this because at least I feel like I'm talking to somebody. I go outside and I walk down that 400-foot driveway. And I look up at the sky and I scream his name. Just waiting for him to turn into that driveway. And all in all, knowing that he's not. Anyway, Devin was something else, man. He was a little different. But anybody that he touched, they were so inspired by him. He used to go to this barber. I talked to him yesterday. His name was Chris. He was a black man in Sulphur, and he didn't want to go to anybody else. That's where he wanted his haircuts. That's why you could see that line in some of his YouTube, because he loved the way that Chris did that. Well, I sent out the funeral arrangements because Zoe knew how to unlock Devin's phone, and then we took the password out so we knew we could monitor if somebody tried to contact him. And he called me last night. Couldn't understand it. He said he met Devin. He looked out his barbershop and he seen Devin walking past his barbershop. And then he walked past again and he walked past again. And he said he looked at him and he said, I wonder what this guy's doing out there. Thought it was kind of strange. And then Devin decided to go in. And he walked inside the barbershop and they started talking and they hit it off. And then it was like he was the life of the party whenever Devin would show up at that barbershop. And he loved Chris. He talked to him all the time. Get his hair cut there. And Chris was just devastated to hear that. Chris moved to Katy, Texas now. He has a barbershop over there, I believe. But yeah. Anyone that's met him, has been around him, would know. I'm sorry, guys, for not looking at y'all's comments. I'm trying. Mr. Larry next door, the one that he would do work for, didn't know. We went and told him. We told everyone that we could, and we put it on Facebook and I put it on YouTube. Tried to get a hold of whoever we could to let them know what's happening. But we are taking it hard. I think I'm taking it worse than anybody, I believe. I don't know. I can't say that. But I just can't focus. I mean, it's just, this is what it is. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes or something that I'll get a reprieve from it, and then something makes me think of him. Something that he put somewhere else. The last thing he did, he loved to go outside, and he just loved to be outside. He would cut grass. He liked to do that. He loved the chickens. He was always messing with the chickens during the day, and the cats and the dogs. And he would go find something to do outside if he wasn't working with Mr. Larry. And the last thing he did was that day, he was washing off the front porch of our house. And he left the hose right there by the sidewalk. He came inside and he said, "Dad," she said, "there's some areas that brush is just too rough. I can't clean it." I said, "That's okay, Devin." I said, "That's fine." I said, "Later on," because he wasn't feeling well. He had like a cold. He didn't even have to do that, but he chose to. He had a cold. He had stomach ache. So, we thought it was just typical cold. I don't know if that's what caused it. Nobody knows. So then, I guess when I left for work, he wasn't up at 6 o'clock. And Kelly had knew that I put the Ring camera in there inside his room to see if he had a seizure. So she checked it and said, "Oh, that's weird. Devin's still sleeping. It's 6:15." And Kelly found him at 7 o'clock that morning, or whatever time it was. And then I get the phone call. And I didn't want to believe it. It's not true. This ain't true. Miss Judy, I don't know if you're in here or not. Miss Judy Halter sent us a package, and it's a plaque, and I wanted to show you guys. Miss Judy, thank you so much. It says, "Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day." So this will go up. I don't know if you can see the writing. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Miss Judy. Oh, Mr. Tom with Deep South Bama, thank you for the donation. You didn't have to do that. You really, really, really didn't have to do that, but we do thank you. Thank you, Sammy, with Godwin Huddy. He has a YouTube channel. And nothing edited. And Kelly, there's somebody else. You said something. I can't remember who. I think there was a small. But y'all don't have to do that. But thank you anyway. This is Devin's watch. He was talking about it last time. You know who's going to wear it now, right? I put mine up. I never always told him this white G-Shock watch. I mean, I have a tan one. And I told him, I said, I don't like the color, Devin. I said, but if you like it, that's great. Well, it's going to have to grow on me because it's going to be on my arm. Love your kids. That's all I can say. Hug them, hold them. Tell them how much you love them. Because when they're gone, you start wondering if you gave them enough. Man, I'm a big mush bucket. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Miley was supposed to come out here. And she stayed inside. I'm out here where Devin would sit when he do his videos. Thank God she did videos. Because that's what I started doing, was just as a remembrance, and said, I'm not really doing this for anything. But I tell you what, I've been watching Devin's videos, his past, and I wish he would have never stopped. Some of them are a little old, but that's all right. They puts him inside the house. Puts him right in front of me. And I hurt for my kids, Miley, Zoe, Kelsey, Zachary, Kaylee, all of them. I hurt because I know they're hurting. I was their brother. He would have done anything for anybody. Our next door neighbors, the Weavers, he's actually with the police department. Would talk so good about Devin, just could not believe that this happened. And only, a day before this happened, 2-3 days ago, whatever it was, they just talked across the fence and everything. He asked Devin to pick some pears in his yard. His pear tree was too much. He said, "All right, Mr. Moxon, I'm heading over." And he said, "Well, I'll pay you for it." And Devin said, "No, you ain't paying me nothing. I ain't taking no money from you." And that's how he was. And of course, Mike did something to make sure he got a few dollars for what he did. But he's just always willing and wanting to help. He was sitting inside the house one day and he says, "I need a job. I need to figure something out. I need to do something. I don't know what to do." I said, "Well, go wash some windows, Devin." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, it's bug season. Get you a bucket, a squeegee, and some cleaner, and go park somewhere and say free windshield washing. And you never know. People will donate some money to you. You might make $20, $30 in a day. For him, that's good money. He didn't have to worry. He lived with me. I would have never made him leave." So he said, "Okay, I'll do that." So he got all his stuff. He said, "You gonna come with me?" I said, "Yep, let's go." So we left and we went by the old cell barn that's by our house. We sat there and nobody came. Stayed there for a while. And I said, "Well, maybe nobody wants this, And then he decided the next day to go to the gas station by our house. And then developed a friendship with those guys because he was there every day at about 5 o'clock. And he wouldn't tell anybody a price, $5, $10, or anything. They'd say how much, and he'd say, "Oh, it's free." And he said, "Now, if you want to give a donation, go ahead. I'll take it." And that boy would make $50 to $100 a day, every single day, until the season ended. And then his next dream was to do detail in the vehicle. So he went ahead and started getting some of his stuff together and started buying. And he never got to do it. Hi, Miley.
Hi.
Miley's here with me. What are you doing?
Come and search.
I don't know if they can see you. Maybe I can move the camera. Beep, beep. Guys, this is Miley. Devin's sister. She's my little rock.
I can find it.
David said hello.
Hi, David. I was gonna pull up the comments so you could see them better. I was gonna pull up the comments.
Oh no, I mean I can't. I'm not even worried. I'll see him later.
Hi, Broussard.
Hey, Brett. Yeah, there's Miley. I was showing him the plaque that Miss Judy
I was
just
watching.
sent. It's really cool.
Yeah, Kayla's on.
That's perfect to go. Anything. Hello, Kaylee. Kaylee's in here. Hey, Bones. Al, thank you for coming. Hello, nothing. Yeah, tough times right now. You can ask Miley. I'm a big douchebag today. A mush bucket.
Who's talking?
The last 2 days. Huh?
Which one said something? I was trying to...
Yeah, you're right. They come at the right time.
Hi, Judy.
Hello, Jake. Hello, Judy. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Sunset.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. Good to see you. And hello, Daryl from Indiana. Nice seeing you. Klingon Princess, and I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all. Oh yeah, big mess. I mean, how does I know the grieving process happens. I know that it'll take time, but I don't know. This is my son. This is really tough to deal with. Oh my gosh, look at the roosters. I've never seen them do this before. I don't know if y'all can see that. They're all laid out. It's like they're sitting here watching. I'll pick that aluminum foil up off the wall. You taking a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, KC. Ark Wildman, thank you for coming in. Oh, we were talking about my beautiful, wonderful son. You know, the last day or two is like, what could I have done?
He's about to curl up.
What could I have done to make this not be the way it is? If only I could have did this or that. And that's what's really hard. That's hard on me. It's hard on Kelly. But I guess we'll never know that. We won't know that. But he did pass away in his sleep. Which, you know, I've always said, my parents always said if they had to go, that's the way they'd want to go. I didn't want them to go. I mean, what else? What's there to do now? I know, I'll be with y'all. Like I always am. But oh my gosh, man. What a hole in the heart. I could have filled up a reservoir with how many tears I dropped these last few days. But on the same page, I know I have to be strong for my children and my wife and my family. And we have great people like you guys. We thank all of y'all for the support. Because when you see those things coming in, don't stop doing that. Because I can't tell you how much that helps. When you see comments from people praying for you, don't stop doing that. Just keep doing it because it works. Thank you, Casey. And I'm sorry if I missed you in chat because I'm not used to this live stuff. And I see it. It pops up on my screen every so often. That's all the only way I can see it. So I'll go back and I'll answer them. Kemma and Bose, Thank you. Oh God, when you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you.
It was a cat.
Huh? Forgot about that. There is nothing. You can add up. I can sit back and I can add up every single bad thing that's happened in my lifetime in the 55 years that I've been alive. All the trauma, the everything. All of that doesn't add up to losing your son or your child. It just doesn't. There's nothing worse. But I had to tell all of you guys that the funeral arrangements and to let you guys know, the ones that came in here, that's great.
I'm sorry.
If you don't mind sharing it to others so they can see, thank you. We really do appreciate it. Uh-oh. We woken someone else. Hi, Zoe. What you doing out here? My other daughter's always here with us. Huh? What's the matter?
I'm trying to get my hat, my hoodie.
Look at that cat in the tree way up there. You see him?
Polar.
Look how high up he is.
Polar. Too. Where?
He's coming down now.
Oh, I see him all the way there.
He is like way up there.
I think it's a big Chinese cat, actually.
Oh
that's
man,
Polar.
it's always.
Look at him.
Sometimes I'll come outside and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna go outside and I mess with try to get my mind straight, and then seeing these kitties, these cats, petting them, looking at the chickens, boy, that just helps. It just helps get away from inside the house. And yeah, it's pretty tough. But one of the things I know, see, Devin, as far as Thanksgiving, all you got to do is go back to that last video I shared. This is his time. This is his time of the year. So excited about this time. And he'll tell you, trees are going up inside the house. The day before Thanksgiving, there's decoration happening. He was sitting out here talking about Christmas trees and Thanksgiving. This was his time. He loved it.
Judy said hi, though.
Hi, Judy. Zoe. Judy said hi. I don't know if you've seen it.
Hi, Judy.
It popped up right there. But this was his time. I mean, there's nothing like, and there was one thing that he would always want for the Thanksgiving dinner and the Christmas dinner. What was that?
Yams.
Yams. He loved his yams.
Thank you for his birthday, too.
Yep, and for his birthday, he'll ask for his birthday. He just loved yams. I don't think he'd care for the turkey more than that. I think our treasured home, thank you for coming in. Thank you all of you guys. Thank all you guys for the prayers. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Mr. Tom, I was talking about you earlier. I want to thank you for what you've done, and I also want to thank you for being a good friend and calling and checking up on me.
Hi, Bones.
Hello, Bones. Thank you, Bones, for being there. Brett, I appreciate every one of you guys that have called me. The overwhelming support really means a lot. We didn't have many people come to our house. We did have somebody bring flowers. I mean, a truck. Who was it that?
Someone mom knew in Florida, her
Oh,
friend.
Kelly's good friend from Florida ordered flowers, and they showed up yesterday. And Kelly lost it. It's just, and then Mike from across the street, the good friend of mine, his wife, the goodness of her heart, she made food for us, and she made a Mexican cornbread, and it was delicious. And we ate it. It was good because I really didn't want to. I don't care. I haven't been eating much at all. Kelly either, and everyone, Mr. Tom tells us we got to eat, but so I try, and I ate some of the Mexican cornbread, and it was good. Really was good. Kelly ate some. Everybody ate some. Did you like
It was
it?
good.
Did you like the part with a lot of the jalapenos, or the one with the?
I think I tried both sides. I like the ones with the jalapenos
It was
more.
so good. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, guys.
You got it.
Huh? Oh,
Josh
somebody's
is back.
here. Oh, that's Josh. What is that?
Prayer?
Is that Devin's?
His prayer. I don't know how you do it now.
I don't know either. So, this is Devin's phone. We got it unlocked. And we get a notification every so often. He put an app on his phone. It's like a prayer app. And I'm still trying to figure out how to work it to find the app, but it sends you a prayer every day. Zoe, where you going?
She's crying. She's probably going inside.
Where you going? Okay. So it gives I love you too, baby.
It's somewhere.
So it gives a prayer at every so many times in the hour, and I gotta give it to my son. He started going, which he hasn't. He started going. He started going to church, which is there's a church about 4 blocks from our house, and about 3 months ago, he started going to church. He just walked into their church, sat down in the back. I did talk to the pastor since then, and he was telling me, he said he was watching the guy in the back. He would kneel, he would do that. Didn't know who he was, and he kept going, and then they built a friendship. And the pastor said that he would come in and he would talk to everybody, and everybody was just so attached to him in those short 3 months, which he'll be speaking. The pastor will be speaking at his funeral. And he says if there's anyone that he knows he's going to heaven, there's not going to be a problem where he's going to be. It's like he was preparing himself. It's like someone up above was getting him ready. A couple of days before that, Kelly was in his bedroom. They were folding clothes. And Devin asked her, he said, I asked for forgiveness from God. I asked him to forgive my sins. He believes in God. He believes in our Father. He believes in He died for our sins. And he would ask that to us, do you think I'm okay? He would ask his mom that. He said, do you think I'm worried about that in case I die? And then my wife, Kelly, would tell him, you're not going to die, Devin. Calm down. And then he would keep doing this. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I know one thing. He's not here physically. And I've got to ask him for signs every day. I ask him. Oh, it's getting terrible. It is so hard. I'm glad Kelly's in here able to answer the comments. Watch out, baby girl. You can't do that. Look at your face. A little kitten here. Like that, his face in the dirt. Wipe that stuff off your face. No, stop it. Yep. So I'm hoping that everyone has a great Thanksgiving. We had all the stuff for the Thanksgiving dinner, the turkey. I actually had an in-house fryer that I've been using for about 4 years, 5 years, maybe somewhere around there. It's made by Butterball. I used to buy them on QVC and stuff like that, but I found one on Facebook for $50, and that's how I would fry my turkeys for Thanksgiving, and it made the perfect turkey. And it went out last year at Thanksgiving, so they're about $200 on QVC, and I just didn't want to spend the money. But we found one on Facebook for $60. I went and checked it, and everything works, and I got it, and that's what we're going to use. We got the turkey, we got the ham, we got all the fixings, and Kelly's boyfriend, Zoe's boyfriend, Josh, and her and Zoe, they're going to be doing the cooking. They want to do the cooking, and then of course Kelly's got to help with her rice dressing, because nobody can make it better than her. So we're gonna do this, and I'm not gonna stop Thanksgiving because that's what Devin would want. Devin would want that, even though sometimes in the back of our minds we just don't even want to function. I'm glad that there's some that can hold me up more than I can hold myself up. That's Josh.
Hi.
That's Zoe's boyfriend, and we love him.
Love you too.
He's such a good guy. Could not have found someone better.
Everybody saying hello, Josh. Hi, Josh. Everybody saying
Huh?
Everyone saying hi.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lorinda, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, but you didn't have to do that. I don't know how all of this stuff works, this super chat stuff. I don't know how that works. I don't know where that goes, how that comes, where it comes. I just don't know. Thank you, Brett. But you guys know where the funeral is going to be at. They do have a link. I posted in my thing.
Happy birthday, other Josh.
I posted a link to it if you guys want to answer. Put like a note inside the for Devin. I think you can leave a comment or send a card. I don't know what it is. I think you can just leave like a comment, right? Where is that at? I'm looking for condolences, maybe.
Yeah.
A guest book.
Oh.
Yeah. My hubby died 8 years ago, suddenly I learned grief counseling hard way if needed. Raven. I was thinking of that too. I don't know. Grief counseling may be what I need. What we need.
Yeah.
As a family. Would have never thought there'd be 83 people in here either.
85
85
now.
now.
It's a lot.
85, oh my gosh.
More than we usually get.
Yeah. Devin is loved. Boy, if he was here today.
Thanksgiving with us.
Yeah, he'd be doing the Thanksgiving stuff. Or out here. Doing his, what is his call that he does when he walks out here?
87
His
people.
chicken call, Zoe. Do it again.
And all the chickens will talk back to him. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
do it
There he
again.
goes.
Do it again. Let's see if they'll talk back.
it.
That's funny. It's hard losing someone.
Was that Gloria?
Come on, Bose. People need to stick together during hard times. You're right. Thank you so much. And you're so right, come on, Bose. And I wish everybody in this world would be that way, you know.
Definitely.
Yes, Mr. Tom. Devin loved the chickens too. He was always out here. Always worried about the chickens. Now you know, Mr. Tom, we was always on the phone, and
It's like rolling all over.
Devin was always doing. You knew it.
Thank you, Miss
Thank
Judy.
you, Miss Judy.
Thank you, Miss Judy.
Glad to be here. So.
Yeah. And I know everybody, I want everybody to have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I really do. And I hope it's good for everyone. These are the holiday seasons.
This is what Judy sent us.
Wow.
Ain't that cool?
That's beautiful.
You see the butterfly? Because we usually carry the butterfly.
There's a butterfly on it too. That's so neat.
They really do.
They did a good job, whoever did that.
They do.
It's pretty. It'd be pretty if it lit up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We could put a light
the
behind it.
lighting needs, yeah, behind it.
And put some kind of light behind it.
I think those stands for them.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
I don't know how to do the comments.
They put slide up the light chart.
Huh? Let's see here. I'm gonna back up some. Thank you, Donna Allison, West Tennessee Prepper. Thank you so much for coming in. Sweet Savior words, Gloria. Thank you so much. You've kept us strong as well. Who's biting you?
Little baby.
A little kitty. Showing the back.
What do you want to do?
Let's see here.
He's trying to get to you.
Let's see that. I'm trying to scroll. I'm sorry. I'm hitting the camera. Donna Allison, thank you.
Sam will be hard enough.
Hmm?
The Sam will be hard enough.
Sending prayers your way, brother, from Jason in Virginia. Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate it. Tommy Salter, hello, my friend. Yeah, Tommy, it's definitely hard, and I've seen the message. Some messages that I've gotten, it just depends on the time that I get them. Depends if I can answer them, you know? I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. It's not like I don't want to answer them. It's like I'm listening to a trance, and then I'll have to answer them later. Thank you, Lucky Dame Preparedness. Guys, if you don't know them, check them out. Subscribe to them. Just saw your live. Words can't even express my deepest condolences. You're right. You want to get? Go. Go. Go.
His brother's down here.
Hmm?
His brother is down here. He's like, I don't want to go. Biting him. Ow, he's biting me. And he's just biting him.
Little baby brother's by me too.
It's just hard. It's you're not even hungry anymore when I don't even know what to say. Guys, I'm not good on lives. I haven't been doing lives, but
Devin was good.
I needed to tell you guys. I needed to. Yes. Sunset. Please check. Hey, that's it. Oh, blessing, Sunset. Thank you so much. I'll have to check that. If you could send me an email as well, I would love to be able to reach out to you. I can't check it because I'm on my phone and as my camera, so I can't check it right now.
74 viewers,
But
74
it don't matter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What are you doing? We got a visitor and he's trying to climb up on the table. Come on. You want to make a present? You want to say hi?
No, don't show your butt.
No, don't do that.
The cat's looking inside of Devin's car.
Look at it.
Cat.
Yeah.
The cat's what?
It's on
Looking
top
inside
of
of
his mirror.
Devin's car. On top of his mirror, looking inside the white car.
Oh, yeah. We have a kitty cat on top of the mirror. Now
Look at the cat rubbing up against the phone.
I'm sorry, the camera's moving because the cat's behind it moving it.
Little baby.
Is there anything you want to say to Devin? I love you, Devin. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If you got YouTube up there, I love you. You know I do.
We all love you very
I'm
much.
gonna eat some yams for you on Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna eat some yams too, and you know I don't eat yams.
I'm about to say the same thing. I don't eat yams, but I'm gonna eat
But
some.
we're gonna eat some
I
more.
love yams.
Good thing we got Josh here and Zoe, because y'all might have not been eating turkey tomorrow morning.
That's fine. We'll get it all done for you.
We're gonna figure out how to fry the turkey so you don't have to.
Figure it out.
No, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna
I don't
do
want
it?
y'all to mess with that.
So if I'm gonna eat, at least eat them. At least eat good.
No, no, that's not it. I just don't want y'all to get hurt. I know you can't really. It's almost
Foolproof.
Foolproof, full safe, fail safe.
He's climbing on the roof with the ladder.
Yeah.
They
Oh
always
my
do
gosh.
that.
It couldn't be that hard to just drop it in slowly.
Don't drop it in.
Slowly set it down, you know what I mean?
No,
Like-
right.
You got the thing? Yeah.
Climbing the ladder.
Yeah, so
that's how Bing spits
the
on
turkey
the roof.
fryer we
Yeah,
have is
yeah.
a whole lot safer than the one outside that you would fry turkey with.
You do this one inside?
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah, you set it on the counter.
Huh?
You do this one inside?
Well, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's not like a pot that you would fry a turkey outside.
It's a turkey fryer.
It's
Yeah.
With the lid on
It's
it.
got a heating element underneath. And then when you pour the grease in, it heats up and makes it hot. So
Yeah.
it takes 2.5 gallons, and you just slowly lower you have this tool that you hold the basket with,
On there too.
Okay.
and then you slowly lower it inside the thing, take the tool off and close the door and press the button and it starts,
It's gonna
and
pop a lot though.
it will alarm you when it's ready.
Makes it easy.
Yep.
I was thinking you had like a big old.
And it's a
pot.
constant heat, so it's not like it's not like a burner outside where you have to worry about the heat fluctuating or temperature. You know.
The constant burn. I can figure it out for you, Dad. I'll inject
Seems
it.
pretty
I know how
easy.
to inject it.
Yeah. Injecting's the easy part.
Yeah.
And I cooked
that's
the whole
okay.
turkey by myself. Did you ever see the turkey I cooked by myself?
It was so good.
Sure.
I baked that one in the oven though. He's never had fried turkey, which is really
Oh, I've never had fried turkey. I'm excited to try it.
Oh, wait! You're in for a treat. It retains all the juices. It's very good.
Come on. I've had fried just about anything else, but never fried turkey.
He's on his feet.
What are you doing, kitty cat?
He was biting me earlier.
So I think that's all I have, guys. Well, I'm in my remission right now. I'm not mush bucket for some reason. That's why I got y'all guys. We're gonna we thank everyone that came out for this live and took your time up. I know everybody has things to do. But this is in memory of Devin Benoit, my son.
Without. They don't eat
West
yams.
Tennessee
but
stays
they'll eat
doesn't
it.
eat yams either. But they'll eat
West Tennessee Prever said, I don't eat yams either, but I will for Devin. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to be eating them too. Because that is his favorite. That's his favorite for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and his birthday.
Yeah.
What you want to eat for your birthday? Yams. That's what he says. He's something else.
No. Stop it. Go back.
Oh, she doesn't know what happened.
Tammy, my son Devin Benoit, if you haven't heard, he's 26 years old. He passed away in his sleep just recently. And it's pretty hard to deal with. Losing a son, and we don't know what caused it. When I got here, of course the sheriff's office has to get here, and then the detectives had to get here to do their investigation and wouldn't let us in the room until they finished their investigation. I wasn't here anyway. I was coming back from work. I had 2 hours. I got at a shop at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours away from home, and we had a testing on a valve, and it's an 8-hour test. So at about 6 o'clock, I decided to leave to go to the gas station because the valve's charted. It's on a chart, so it doesn't matter if you leave for 5-10 minutes or whatever. And I went to the store, grabbed some breakfast, and I got in my car because I decided I was going to drive back to the facility, which is not but 2 minutes down the road, and eat in the parking lot. And I backed my car up, phone rang, and it was Kaylee, my daughter. And I answered like, "Hello, you're up early." And then they told me the news. So I got back to the shop because I had to actually go back into the facility and tell the tester that I had to go. And then they immediately went and got Dane Fontenot, which was actually the manager there, which that's my contact. He come met us in the back and said, "I'm driving you home." So they took it upon themselves. He drove me home in my car, and his wife met him at my home to pick him up so they can go back. It was very, very, very nice of him. Did not expect that. He wouldn't let me drive my car. I was really devastated, as I am now. When you lose your children, it's not supposed to be that way. Parents aren't supposed to bury their kids. It's supposed to be the other way around. And we was close to him passing when he was 3 with the disease he had. But God gave us 23 more years. So much he's going to miss in life here. But I know he'll be in heaven. But I can't stress it enough. If you got enemies, if you got family issues with your kids, man, fix it. Love your children. Love your family. Don't let a day go by, because that day that it happens, you got to have peace in your own mind. We'll get through it. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like we'll get through it. But I have no choice, right? I got beautiful kids that I have to take care of. They're all my rock, just as Devin was. Okay, guys, we're going to talk to y'all later. I got to get out of here. I got to I have to download some photos. Kelly's trying to gather up some photos of Devin because there's a CD that they put together at the funeral home with pictures on it. So they gave me a flash drive, and I have to drop these photos onto this flash drive for them to make the CD of pictures of Devin. So we have to get that done so we can be there this afternoon. And I'm getting stressed for time, but I had to do this video because it was almost Thanksgiving, and I owed it to Devin and to all of you to know what's going on with me. And I thank all of y'all. God bless every single one of you guys that are in here. And thank you for all of the support and the prayers.
Look at the mark.
Huh?
We spent up to 199.
Yeah.
Someone sent $100.
Somebody sent.
Go down. You gotta go down.
Huh?
Sent $100.
Oh my gosh,
Someone
Darcy.
sent $100.
Darcy, you sent 100. Don't do that. Why did you do that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm not even, cost is like, you know, I guess it'll hit me later, but we don't know yet. Devin did have a life. When Devin was 15 years old, I'll tell you this also. When Devin was 15 years old, we were with State Farm, and Devin got his license at 15. And when it's 16. I'm sorry, Kelly. I know you're gonna correct me. At 16. So the lady there asked if we wanted to put him on, have a life insurance policy for him. And my wife said, well, what do you mean? And we've never done that. She said, well, yeah, sure. How much is it? You know, it's $14 a month. So Kelly did that. And we've been paying every month. It comes out of our account. And she's never done anything with it, but we paid up until now. It just came out yesterday. Kelly just told me again, you know, the monthly payment of $14. So we told the funeral home that. They asked how much it was. Kelly said, I absolutely have no idea. So the funeral home, Rick Fitz is the name of the State Farm agent. And they said they was going to call them and they're going to get all of that worked out. And if they needed us to give them this code or something that's underneath every transaction of when the money comes out, there's a code number or something they could use that to search it to figure it out. So I guess today we'll know something probably. It's $14 a month. I know it's not much, but anything's going to help. And if it'd pay for the funeral, anyway. Huh?
I think it should pay in full.
I don't know how that works. So I'm hoping that I would think even if it's a $10,000 life insurance policy, that would, I hope, cover the funeral, you know? Well, we'll know all of this today. We've got to go sign paperwork. Once we got to get the pictures in, so. Yeah, I'm not, and even if they didn't, I didn't even know that Kelly said that we had that policy or anything, so I guess we'll find out. We've been paying for it, so it's got to be there. It's probably not a lot, but there'll be something that should cover. I'm hoping. I'm sure funeral aren't that expensive. But I know they're probably around 10,000 or so. From what people are saying, you know. Arizona, unfortunately, what's this?
I figure out, I think I thought she was talking to somebody.
Yeah. Thank you, Irma Wing. I really appreciate it. Bones, thank you for all the prayers and the love. You know, Bones has a YouTube channel and he drives 18-wheelers. It's always fun to watch. Especially on my long drives, I can turn his YouTube channel on and watch his long drives. But he lives all the way up in Michigan, the top of the United States. And one day he told me he was coming to Louisiana, so I actually got the privilege of meeting this wonderful person, and he came here. So thank you, Bones. I really appreciate it, buddy. Gloria, that's so correct. I want everyone to love your loved ones, practice peace and prayer, and seek the face of God every day. Thank you, Gloria. What's that?
So we went to church last night.
Yes, y'all did. I'm trying to figure out what Kelly and Raven's talking
Something
about.
life
The life
insurance.
insurance policy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jerome doesn't know about it, but Johnson and Robinson are pretty good. They know a good bit.
Huh?
Johnson and Robinson are good. They're
Well, it's a family-ran funeral home as well.
Yep.
So they have good ratings.
very good. But
I mean, I'm lost about that.
and they know that too. So
Does the daddy still work there?
Wade. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's the one that's my
People
mom's.
don't know much money from people. Oh, no.
Thank you, Donna Allison. Stay strong and know that everyone here loves you and we'll be thinking of y'all. Y'all don't know how much that I appreciate that. And if y'all want, go to my community page and you can check out one of my son's videos and just comment on it. Tell him hello. Got a good garden video too. I'll put up there as well. He did really good on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do it again.
We should remake the
We're gonna have to remake the garden.
Yeah. We should do
Josh is
that.
Yeah.
I would tell my dad
Plant-
last night doing
Plant the
it.
same stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause I want some watermelons.
Okay.
Well, I tried to grow watermelons and it didn't work.
No, we grew one about this.
Yeah, it didn't
It
get.
was small. It was kind of
wasn't-
sweet though.
It was small, but
Yeah,
it was
small.
There was one watermelon.
Yeah.
Well, watermelons are sweet.
Just
so.
one.
Yeah.
And then we did the same thing with
Something
cantaloupe.
just wasn't right. I guess this is where Devin would sit because you see this tree must have grew over because there wasn't sun. Maybe he sat farther up.
He sat down.
He liked to sit here though. This was his little
He
spot.
sat here.
I try to find all of the things that he was doing and try to do something there.
Yeah. Usually takes 40%.
Like wearing his watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. It's gonna have to grow on me.
What are they talking?
And then he has another watch that I actually,
You can pay for business.
and I keep his phone, I keep his wallet. Where's his wallet? His wallet's in my pocket.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Yep,
Should make that.
and that's
YouTube
Devin's
takes-
wallet.
YouTube takes 40%.
Huh?
YouTube takes 40%. PayPal, they get everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I have a PayPal. It's in
Yeah.
my about page.
That's what she's saying. Is
It's probably better to PayPal if you guys are really gonna want to give
Money like that.
a donation of $5 or whatever it may be. Do it through PayPal. It won't be as. I would think that'd be best. I don't know how this stuff works on this. I'll have to
We'll figure
talk
it
to
out.
my friend Devin Dog or one of those that knows about this stuff,
Or
and
Jay.
Jay or whoever does the, with American Expat or Brett or somebody that may know.
What's her? Wants you to post the arrangements.
Okay, I did post the arrangements in my community page.
Yeah.
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Let me see if I can go from Devin's phone. This is Devin's phone, y'all.
They talks for the entire Benoit family and to all God's
No,
children.
I
Thank you, Heavenly Father, for loving us all so much. Praise your holy name, Jesus. Gloria said.
Thank you, Gloria. I'm trying to figure out if I did. I'm gonna go to my community page and see if I What if I can do
Is
it
it-
from here?
It's nice meeting all y'all. Hope be in another live soon. So, nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all. I
Yes,
love
sir.
y'all.
Love
Y'all be safe.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Here?
check on chickens and everything. So. And then
Oh, okay, I thought y'all were leaving.
Oh
No,
no
we're
no
gonna
no.
go check on the chickens.
We're gonna check on chickens and everything. So.
Let me see something here. What was I looking for? Oh,
The community page, maybe the arrangements. I'm not sure. Something like that.
maybe I didn't. Okay, I didn't do it. I posted his photos and then I posted the visitation. I did post it. It's like 3. Watch out, baby. It's 3 down. It says the visitation of my son, Devin Benoit, will be at the Johnson and Robinson's funeral home on Friday from 9:30, but it's 9 o'clock to 12:30. Address of the funeral home is 107 West Napoleon Street in Sulphur, Louisiana. Sulphur, Louisiana. And their phone number is 337-528-0240. That's what I posted in there. I don't know if you can grab it if you need it. And then that's also their card I took a picture of and put in as well. I mean, if you guys want to go, there it is. Oh, and I did hear Belt Loop 29 may be coming, and he's from Mississippi. He's a YouTuber. He called me, so I'm hoping to see him there.
West Tennessee Prepper.
I may not be in good condition when I'm there, though. I'm just telling you.
Still carries his brother's wallet. He passed in 1972.
Yeah. Let me see that. West Tennessee Prepper says I'm 56, still carry my brother's wallet. He passed in 1972. Well, there it is. And then I don't know. He has cash in here. Don't know how much, but he does have some money in here. He just keeps it all tucked away inside here. Maybe $12 or something. You know, he didn't really have that much money. He's got a couple of credit cards, so that reminds me I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with it. Oh,
Devil Dog wants
yeah, I
to know.
wonder how kind of balance he's got on his credit card.
Devil Dog wants to know the CashApp.
Oh, text your mom and ask her to send it. I think it's like I don't know what Cash App is. I'm just trying to figure. Kelly does it with her daughter.
We should just use the PayPal.
Well, there's he's asking, so we need to ask
you
your
have it?
mom.
I just did.
I think it's Kelly, Kelly, Benoit, Benoit 43
Maybe. I don't know.
or
I'm not.
49. Kelly, are you in here?
Yeah, Kelly Benoit.
Oh, there it is. Kelly Benoit 43. That's my wife's. I don't have that. I don't have. Somebody asked me, 2 or 3 months ago if I had Venmo or something, and I don't know what that is either.
I
So
have Venmo.
I'm too old for that junk. I don't need that.
Yeah, Autumn made me get Venmo not too long ago.
Amanda, thank you so much. Yeah, I can't even imagine either. She's a mom of 51. Couldn't imagine losing one of them. I can't help finding it. I don't expect any of you guys. Do not even. Don't even. Don't. So, yeah, it's the most devastating thing that I was saying this earlier. You can take everything that I've gone through, every worst scenario situation, and I've been in some bad situations. You can add them all together, and that still can't compare to what I'm going through right now. Amanda Hatfield. No, mom of 5.
She's a mom of 5.
You're a mom of 5. That's awesome. Okay, Devil Dog, if someone doesn't have PayPal, they can use CashApp. Okay, that's okay, so that's another thing. Oh my gosh, we forgot about that. We got to figure out what, because there's going to be a viewing. So I know the funeral home supplies the plates, the cups. They said they supply something else, the
What?
tables to set things up.
Oh, yeah.
But we would have to furnish whatever food.
Yeah, I think they
So I'm
talked
thinking
about
maybe
that.
like some donuts or something. I don't for breakfast time. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
we
what
have
to
some
do.
breakfast food, maybe some eggs
And then
or something.
well, I don't know about eggs, but maybe something.
I don't know. I'll
And
be
then maybe something for lunch, I guess. We'll have to do that as well.
Yeah, lunch food as well. We can eat that.
Well, we got to figure that out. We haven't figured any of that out. There's so much to do. You shouldn't have to work.
Josh's mom's gonna bring the food.
Hmm?
Josh's mom's gonna bring the food. That's what Mom said.
I guess y'all can hear the chickens back there screaming and roosting. I don't know what else to say. Except he's going to be missed. Devin was an absolutely beautiful kid. Everybody he would meet would just be like, "This your kid?" You know? I mean, he was special. And I had him here for 26 years with me. Never, not one time, has moved away from me. And I'm okay with that. Some people might not be okay with that. That the kids got to leave and get out the house at 18. I'm okay with that. I'll keep them as long as they want to stay. When they're gone, they're gone. Kelly has her times when it's really hard for her. And the girls too. Thankfully Josh is here too. They can keep Zoe functioning. And then this is my little rock right here. We try to keep each other up. And then Kelly. And Kaylee. And then Kelsey and my son Zachary, which is my oldest son, Zachary Benoit. He's married. Kelsey, my oldest daughter, is married and they all have children.
She doesn't know what happened to Devin. She came in.
Marla Spears, you asked what happened to Devin. Was Sunday?
The 21st.
The 21st is when. Yeah, I was at work.
Yeah.
So Sunday he was complaining that he had a headache, Marla. And like he's done before, I put up a video that on my community page of Devin just sitting out here talking a few years back, talking about how he had headaches. He's been to the doctor many times. He's had CAT scans. He's had MRIs. He's done a MRI for something to check and see if there was any progression of any of the lesions that he's had many, many years ago. And the only thing that they showed was scar tissue. And this wasn't that long ago that we did that. But he would have these headaches. So on Sunday he was he woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning because his throat hurt, because he was having some type of, I don't know if it was like a virus or what it was. His throat was hurting, his stomach was hurting, and his head was hurting. But when he woke up he said he was up at 2 o'clock drinking, because he couldn't sleep because of his throat hurting, is what he told us. So I went back to the cameras just to check, and I could see him every hour on the hour, basically. He was getting up from his bed, taking a drink of water from the refrigerator. I think that was probably to settle his throat down. And then at 5:30, this camera's in the kitchen that points through the whole kitchen, and it kind of catches the hallway and his doorway to his room. Wakes up about 5:30ish, 6 o'clock. He makes coffee. So when Kelly and them would get up, they'd always have coffee ready, or he makes him a pot of coffee. I don't know if Kelly drinks that type, but y'all
I
would
think
drink
she
it.
makes from the Keurig, but me and
Yeah.
Zoe and nobody else drinks.
So anyway, then everybody else gets up around 6ish, 6:30. I'm either still here or I'm at work, one of the two. And he went all that day saying he had a headache. And Devin would say, take some medicine. Then he said, told his mama, like he said before, I just don't want to go to sleep now. I've been up since 2 o'clock. If I go to sleep, I'm going to die. I'm like, and he said that many times before. And Kelly has said it many times before, you're not going to die. Don't worry about that. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Stop, says, I'm telling you. And he got up I think he was up and down, back and forth all through the day. We was trying to get him to go to bed to get some sleep. He needed some rest because he was talking. He was just, I don't know. He kept coming back in the room. I was trying to do reports, and he was talking, and he finally laid down at about 7, I guess, and he got back up. Video show, he gets back up, and then at 9:30 he got up, or 9:45, somewhere's in that area. I can't remember. He got up, grabbed him some water again, drank some water, talked to Kelly, used the bathroom. But I know he got up and drank water because I see him in the kitchen at that time. Then he went back to bed. And then Kelly noticed on the camera that he didn't get up at 1 o'clock, at 6 o'clock in the morning, and thought that was odd. So she got up to go ahead and get him up, so then he can make his coffee and we can start the day, letting the roosters out, getting all the feed done and everything else. And she went to wake him up, and he didn't wake up. He was laying on his stomach like he normally sleeps. That's how he normally sleeps. He sleeps on his stomach. So there was nothing out of the ordinary. So she tapped him on his leg, and he wouldn't respond. And he's a hard sleeper. So she tapped him on his leg again and tapped him on his leg. Then Kayla came in the room. And that's when they found out. And then when the sheriff's department got there, they stayed in the room for about an hour doing their investigation and then the coroner came. We had to wait for the coroner to come before they would let us in the room. I couldn't go see him in the room. They had to put him on a gurney, and then I was able to see him. I asked for an autopsy. I told them I need an autopsy. How do I make sure that they do that? And they said, well, they probably more than likely would not, in which they will not do, because Devin has underlying issues with medical reasons. Is the reason why they would, I don't understand that. Really don't. It kind of made me upset about it. But I can voluntarily get an autopsy. which would be $5,000 to $6,000 to do that. Well, he either it's not going to bring him back. It's not going to bring him back, but it did. It He either died of an aneurysm or a seizure. He's had seizures before. It's a hard thing to go through. Tomorrow's gonna be tough. I already knew it. I don't know how. I guess because I'm sitting here talking to all of you beautiful people out there that I'm not dwelling in my misery right now. He's gonna be missed. People are so shocked.
Something about the autopsy. So I was wondering if they're gonna
Wait, somebody said something about that.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do it.
Who's this? Casey Cox. They never asked me if I wanted the autopsy, but I requested it from the detective. And the detective said if they're going to do an autopsy, they're going to do it. But more than likely, the detective said, they're not going to do one because he has underlying medical issues. And if I wanted to get one done, it's too late now. I mean, if I wanted, unless they can do it, I don't know. If I wanted, I opted out, put it that way. They never asked me if I wanted it or not. The funeral home, they never asked me, and I knew that I couldn't afford whatever it was, you know. It's expensive for a voluntary autopsy. So we never did it. I mean, what's the use, you know? I'd love to know though. I know it's not drugs.
Yes, we have a P.O. box.
Do we have a P.O. box? Yeah. It's post office box. I don't know how to even say it.
56.
I think it's in my community page, my thing. But it's P.O. Box 56. And that's DeQuincy, DeQuincy, Louisiana 70633. That's the P.O. box. What is that?
It's barbershop.
Let me see.
There's 2 cards of it.
What is it? Oh, that's one of Devin's cards that he had in his pocket. That's where he would go and get his hair cut. Oh, she loved this guy.
This is the library card he got from me not too long ago when I wanted to
That's
go
his
get
library card.
I wanted to get a book from the library.
Here, put that back in because I'm going to be carrying this wallet everywhere as I go. It stays with me.
He got that for me because I couldn't.
What?
I didn't bring mine to the museum.
What did he get for you?
I went to the museum because that's where they have the pop-up library because it's getting they're doing something to it.
He was always doing something for you.
So I didn't have a card and he couldn't. I couldn't like just get one. I already have one, but I didn't have one to get the book. So he
got his own card for you.
Yeah, he got his own card, so I was able to get the book.
Ain't that sweet of him?
Yeah.
That's him. Okay, I don't know if we missed anything. Yes, he got that library card just to get. He got his own library card just so Miley could get a library book because she didn't have her card with her. So he says, well, I'll get a card. Make sure you get it. I mean, that's just him. That's Devin Benoit. Yeah, Johnston and Robinson. That's it. I'm going to hold the card up. if you guys need to see where he's going to be at. Johnston and Robinson. I hope this is showing up the right way. 107 West Napoleon Street, Sulphur, SULPHUR, Louisiana. And there's a phone number there. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Chris P. Yep. You're right, Patrick. There's a feeling of loss. It's hard to understand the big, gigantic hole. Marla, Kelly had posted the name of the funeral home if you need it. It's Johnson and Robinson Funeral Home, and it's in 107 West Napoleon Street, Sulphur, Louisiana, 70663. The P.O. Box that you're talking, okay, Miley just put it up there. P.O. Box 56, DeQuincy, Louisiana, 70633. That's 33 for DeQuincy. Sulphur, where the funeral home is 663. Okay, thank you, Marla. I see now. You know, we take it for granted, the love that we have and what we do with our children on a daily basis. I do the same thing. And we'll kind of walk around with our heads, and our kids may say something, and it's not important to you. And it just goes by. And then there might be another time they'll come and ask you to go do something. And there's always something else that's important. And you don't do it. You lose the chance. So many things I wanted to do with my son that I didn't do. But there's so many things that I did do. But there's so many that I didn't do. Stay close to your children, guys. Get out there and just show them something different. If you're doing it already, that's amazing. You know, we'd send Devin. Devin would love Disney World. Disney World was his thing. He loved it. I mean, because the first time we went to Disney is because of Devin. When Devin was 3, he got granted a wish from Make-A-Wish Foundation. Give kids the World Village. And because he was cured of his cancer. And he got to go. And, you know, at 3 years old, you're not really going to know much about Disney World and what you've done with it and what you're going to retain in knowledge. You're not going to do it at 3 years old, but he it put us in a mind state, you know, we got to come back. We got to do this again, you know, for them. When he was 5 or 6, we started going back, and we've gone back, and he developed a love for this place. And then he would go by himself and enjoy it. Enjoy the heck out of it, man. And he'd come back a week later. Sometimes I catch myself the last 2 days saying, he's going to be back from his trip soon. Just wait. But I know he's not. Yep. Stay close to your children. Love them. Love all your family. Love your mama. Love your daddy. Just love everybody. Get out of this crazy world, man, that's trying to bring people down and make people just, things like this show me that people love and support. When I see people commenting, I didn't think anybody was going to come in his life. I figured 3 or 4 or 5. We got 89 people in here, bro. Does that make any sense?
109
That's
people
Devin.
liked it.
That's Devin. 109 people liked. Amazing. People gave chat.
Almost $200.
Oh my gosh.
Only 2
It's just
tips.
insane. Just the caring that's out there to people. Gary, Belt Loop 29 is in here. Thank you for everything, Gary. I appreciate it so much, my friend. Thank you, Jennifer. What is this? And I can't see with the light. In bed during COVID. I think that's what it says.
Yeah.
Thank you again for letting us sit with you. It means so much to me. I'm not leaving. I feel I'm there with you. Thank you so much, and I can feel it, But also, I got these things that got to get done, and I just wish I didn't have to do it. I got to make this CD with pictures of my son for the funeral home.
I'll help you do it.
Then we got to go do,
I'll help you do it.
Yeah, then we got to bring, we got to bring that. We got to bring his clothes that he's going to be dressed in. And the way it's going to work, there's going to be a visitation from 9 to 12:30. From 12:30 to around 1:15, there's going to be the service. And then there's going to be 6 pallbearers. We didn't get a chance to get all of the ones we needed. We have 4, including me. He's going to have, they called it a type of casket it is. It's a wooden casket, but I can't think of what it's called. That's what he'll be in for the viewing. And then we'll carry the casket to the hearse. And then from the hearse, he'll be transported to the crematorium. And then we have to pick out an urn for him. And then the funeral home said they'll keep him until we're ready for the right type of urn. If we're going to order one, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Look at the lizard on the shelf.
Huh?
Look at the lizard. Right there.
Thank all of you for being in here. Gloria said, I missed it. Devin was a miracle baby when he was in Children's Hospital, and an elderly black lady came. Okay. Devin was a miracle child. He had, I guess I can tell you that story. When he was 3 years old, he had infantile myofibromatosis, which they've actually That's the change diagnosis. The first diagnosis was Langerhans cell histiocytosis, is what it was called, where histiocytes travel through your blood. They said his body was producing too many of them, and they're like trash collectors. They go around picking up all the trash in your blood. When you have too many and your body mass produces them, they pull together and they create a lesion. And then when they create a lesion, then they just start eating whatever major body organ you're in. So eventually they changed his diagnosis to infantile myofibromatosis. He had a portacath. If you don't know what a portacath is for him at 3 years old, there was a internal portacath that was put inside his body. It was right here. They cut him and they put this portacath in, which then a central line that went to his arteries or something, to his heart. And then that's where they would come in with a needle to give him chemotherapy. So every time we traveled to New Orleans, an hour before we got to the hospital, we had to stop and put a salve. It's like a deadening, numbing salve on his. So it was like a patch. So we put the patch on and we drove him to the hospital. When he would get there, they would put him on the 4th floor. That's where that ward was for chemotherapy. And you'd get admitted, and then they'd start the chemotherapy process. And it was for 3 days. 3 days of chemo, then you'd leave for 3 weeks. So I need water.
I'll go get you some.
Mm-hmm. So you get to the hospital and you got to go up the elevator to the 4th floor and you come out to the nurse's station. And then they send you to your room. And they got him to his room. They got him laid down in his bed. And they applied the chemotherapy to his portacath, and he went to sleep. And somebody knocked at the door, and it was a lady. It was a black lady, and she looked to be in her 60s, 65ish, 70, and she had on these, the old, we used to call it old people's pants. They were plaid and they had spandex, and then she would have her, I don't know what it's called, like a plaid shirt on. This black lady walks in and she says, "Excuse me." And I looked up and we were pretty down and out. And she says, "Can I pray for Devin?" I can see her. Like it was yesterday. So, of course, I said, "Yeah, we can pray for him." I didn't know this lady, but prayers are prayers, man. She walks up to the bed, and the only way I can envision it to you is she walks up to the side of the bed and puts her hands on his head like this and rubs down. And I haven't said this to many people. And rubs down each arm like this as she was holding both arms. And she got to his hands and she was praying, but I couldn't hear her. Couldn't hear what she was saying. But that was okay. I knew she was doing something. And then she'd just pull her hand out like that, and I'd get the feeling. She just pulled it out. She just pulled it out. I get the feeling that she was pulling his disease from his body. And did it through his chest and down his legs and to his feet the same way he did his toes. his fingers. And this black lady stood up and said, and smiled and tapped him on his leg and said, y'all don't worry. Devin's going to be a miracle, baby. Wait and see. This kid had 25 lesions in his brain. 25. We went 3 centimeters from his brain stem. His liver had nodules in it. His bone marrow had lesions. He was so sick. She said, don't y'all worry. Devin's going to be a miracle, baby. Wait and see. She left the room. I looked up at the door, and I didn't see Devin's name tag put on the door yet. So it got me wondering, how did she know his name? People walk the floor of the 4th floor in the hospital, and they got characters come. They have celebrities, but you know. So I said, well, I got to go find out what room she's in, because I got to thank her, because she made me feel more relief than anybody ever has done. I went to the nurse's station and I asked, where was that lady? And I told her, I said I wanted to thank her, and she looked confused and couldn't understand what I was talking about. She said, Mr. Benoit, y'all were the last people up on the 4th floor. They have to come through that elevator and they have to log in. She was never there. She wasn't there for them, but she was there for us. She was never there. So then he has a battle of treatments that he has to do. And then when they're finished, they're finished. And then you still have the lesions, but it shows that the lesions are reducing in size. So they upped his dose and then reducing in size. And you only have so many months to do chemotherapy. There's a protocol for whatever disease you have. Now, he's being treated for Langerhans cell histiocytosis at this time. That's crazy. That's another story. And they finished his treatment protocol. We had to go back for a full body workup. This is CAT scan, MRI, nuclear bone scan, full body x-ray, blood work, all the workup of every single blood works that you can do. Nuclear bone scan, I don't know if I said that, where they inject radiation in his body. So you do all of these tests. It takes you all day long in New Orleans. You carry around his book this thick with x-rays and files in it at this point. And you got to push it around in a wheelchair because it's so heavy. So while he was doing his CAT scan, we were sitting in the room. I decided to look inside the book. I said, it's my kid. It's my medical book. Why can't I look at it? So I start running through the pages of the last things that was happening, and they changed his diagnosis to something called infantile myofibromatosis, which there's no treatment protocol. There's only 5 out of 2 million kids that get this, that have it in the brain, and there's no treatment protocol. Well, Devin was one. But keep in mind, he was being treated for Langerhans cell histiocytosis. So then while we were sitting inside the room, the nurse came and asked me to come into the CAT scan room. We needed to talk to you, the doctor. So I walked in and they let me go inside this room that was just filled with screens, computer screens, and there was a big showroom glass where my son was behind it, and there was people sitting there and looking at all of these things. I've never been in one of those. He said, Mr. Benoit, can you tell me, is this Devin Benoit that's on the table, which you could clearly see him? And the video monitors, you can see his face and this and that. I said, well, of course it is. Why are you asking me this? He looked back at the other doctors and he said, we can't explain it. Devin has 0 lesions in his body. They're all gone. All of them. Every single one of his lesions was gone and they can't explain it. And I looked at that man and I said, I can't explain it. I can tell you. God did that. My son's a miracle. And that was it. That was it. And then we get later on, week or two or whatever it was, we get a call from the New Orleans hospital saying there was a medical breakthrough in Devin's case for it curing infantile myofibromatosis because they misdiagnosed him as having Langerhans cell histiocytosis, which they treated him for that, but it cured him for the myofibromatosis, which didn't have a treatment protocol when people that had it in the brain died. I said, that ain't no misdiagnosis, brother. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. God moved them men's hands to misdiagnose him to cure other people around the world with this disease. And that's a fact. So now he's being used around the world as a case study to help other children. Oh, bless his soul. And then I got 23 more years with him. I got so many stories that was always kept in, but maybe it's time for people to hear it so they know that no matter how bad it is, yep. One day I'll share the photos of my children and what he looked like back then compared to now. But I just don't think it's. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you about Devin, and I'm sorry if. Nothing that is said. She's baking yams for him. Awesome. Hear that, Devin? Yeah, Devin was a miracle child. Other people were granted miracles at that hospital as well. The New Orleans Children's Hospital.
Sun's getting super bright.
I know. It's bright. That's all right. That's Devin warming us up. Well, I know y'all got plans, and it's getting close to Thanksgiving, and y'all got to get y'all stuff together, and I ain't got to listen to me all rattle off, but I wanted to let all of y'all know what's going on here. We'll do our Thanksgiving thing tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do a video. I don't know how I'm going to make it through it, but with all these little rocks around me, I think I'll be all right. And then we'll go do the funeral thing on Friday and bring him home. I thank all of y'all. You don't know how much my heart goes out to every single one of y'all to actually come to my life. Little old me. That all of y'all care. What's up, Angry Prepper? I see you in there. Thank you. But losing a son is the most difficult thing you could ever go through, or a daughter. You're not supposed to. Now, as a parent, you're not supposed to have to bury your children. But I'm going to do it. I did it. I have no choice. You know, because God, his angels was flying around him that night. Was flying around him, taking him to God. Oh, there ain't no doubt in my mind that that's where he's at. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Anyway, I better get off of this thing. I'm so sorry.
Make sure you save this thing because Autumn couldn't come on it.
What?
Autumn wanted to come on the stream, but she's cleaning her house. She wasn't able to come here, so save this.
Thank you, guys. I might have to figure out how you do that.
I think when you leave.
I guess once you've
When you
done
end
it. Jim Miller, hello. Alaska Prepper, thank you so much for coming in. Nothing edited, thank you so much.
I'll be back in a bit, Dad.
Okay, you leaving?
I gotta go to the church real quick. They didn't hand.
Okay.
It's only me. So
All right. Be safe.
What color
Stay
was that
levy.
butterfly, Jocelyn?
Bye, Levy.
What butterfly, Molly?
Never mind. It wasn't a butterfly. I thought it was a butterfly.
All right. And I'm sorry for not getting to all of you guys in here, but I'm definitely going to go back and read the chat. Scrappy Cat, thank you. Red Hen, thank you. Thank you, Red Hen. Needed that.
$94 people.
Yeah.
96 people.
96 people wanting to look at this old mush bag. Just torn up today. But at least you guys know what's going on with Devin, what Devin's been through, and what he is. Angry Prepper, thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate you in there. Michael, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if I haven't answered you, I'm so sorry because I just wasn't on the chat. You know I thank all of you guys. I hope this talk about Devin helps somebody. I need to think about it more so it'll help me get through this. Is he supposed to be here helping others? Don't forget, I'll say it again. Love your children. Do anything that you can with them when you can do it. Because life is short on this earth. And it can happen in a second. Miss Judy, Miss Judy, thank you so much for that. This is amazing.
It's very pretty in the light too.
Yeah, huh?
It looks nice.
It's really cool. Well, okay, guys, I know y'all got things to do, and there's 90 people in here, but I really have to go. I really have to go. Thank you all. Got some things to get done because we got to get to the funeral home. And I said that already, but then fell off on something else. But we do have to go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I love each and every one of you. I thank all of you for coming. Check out that video that I showed of Devin. You know, he's a little quirky. But that's Devin a few years ago. I wish he would have kept. And then he's got a little garden chart that he did that was really neat. Really neat. So that's my savior. I go back and watch those videos. All right.
Do you mind if you use your Cash App PayPal?
Oh, I don't mind at all, Belt Loop. You can do whatever. Whatever y'all see fit. I wish all of you could just show up, which I know that's not possible, but just to show Devin how much support, if y'all could all just walk inside them doors. But I understand y'all are from everywhere else. It don't matter if there's 2 people sitting in the bench. There's gonna be a lot of people in mind and spirit. I thank all of you. I love all of you, and I hope to see you guys again. This is Southern Boy Prepper in memory of Devin James Benoit. We'll talk next time. Have a good Thanksgiving.